Episode of Blue
Yep.
Mondays. We're gonna have a podcast here. We're gonna talk
Okay.
about music,
Okay.
history of music, history of blues
All right,
music.
all right.
We're gonna also talk about the history of the Oklahoma Blues Hall of Fame and DC Menor and Selby Menor, who
Yeah.
I have with me here today. Selby Menor to talk about the history of the Oklahoma Blues Hall of Fame, and we're also going to
Okay,
discuss
good work,
the
good work.
upcoming events as far as the West Hill Bound Blues Festival.
Okay.
And talk about other things going on in the blues community around
Okay.
here and around this part
Yes,
of
sir.
Oklahoma. So thanks for joining us. Please like
Okay,
and subscribe
that'll work.
on the page. And introduce to you our guest
Yep.
today, Selby Menor.
Oh, it's great to be here. Thank you. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a transplant, but I'm an Okie. I've been here a long time, and I don't sound like I'm from Oklahoma, but this is it for me. I love this place, and I've been blessed to live all around the United States, kind of, and play a lot of music with a lot of wonderful people. And then my husband was born here, and when we were on the road and he said, I have a house and land in Oklahoma, I said, I'd like to see that. And I knew the first time I saw it that I might be here today, and we've just tried to develop a venue and help build community around this music and give back and have fun.
Nice.
Thank you.
I like the stage here. You always tell me the best way to get people to come is build your own stage.
Yes, yes. In this state, it's good if you can put out your own shingle. And my husband, like me, he built me 3 stages. So during the festival, we have them all going at the same time. But the jam session's been going 12 years on this stage. Yeah, 12 years.
This is not a private stage. I like it. It's got good sound. It's got great musicians on all the time. It's fantastic.
Thank you. It's good acoustics.
Playing on the outdoor stage.
It's fun.
Amazing. That's beautiful
Thank you. Thank you.
game. I've been watching all the bands play. From
Oh,
new
yeah.
bands to old bands to,
At the festival, 200 musicians. Going to be somebody you like.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. From near and far, but also a great showcase of the region's music. People really don't know how much music's come from Oklahoma.
There's a lot. I find out every day that musicians I thought were from Texas, my bad. I'm from Texas. I'm also a transplant. And I love Oklahoma. This has been paradise for me as well.
Wonderful.
I met Bronco my second week in Oklahoma. He told me to come down here and bring my bass and play on the stage. And he played before me that night, so I just put it in the case and went home.
I can understand. Yeah, but then you came back and you did play.
I did.
And then you told me you wanted to group. And I said, well, now let's try it.
And then you pulled me out of my comfort zone.
It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah. Started about a year ago, I think.
Got me
March of 2000.
got me not playing bass and playing guitar and sometimes singing.
Good. I know I put you through a change. I understand.
I enjoy it every bit of it. It's been amazing. Tell us a little bit about the history of the Blues Festival.
Well, I met DC on the West Coast in the Bay Area, and we were competition for a few years. And then finally his friend said, Dee, you ought to get to know her. She's pretty nice. And so we finally did get to know Ian. After about 4 years, he had gone up to the country and written 28 songs, and he was switching from being a professional bass player with people like Freddie King, Chuck Berry, Bo Diddley, and O.B. Wright to leave because he had decided that he wanted to front his own group, write his own tune. So he went up to the Redwoods in the winter in the rain and out by the ocean and built a little lean-to and practiced day and night. And he came out of there a few months later with 28 original tunes. And then he was in the same bars I was in because he was starting his career at the beginning as a guitarist. So that got him off those big stages, touring, a week behind Aretha Franklin and playing with Eddie Floyd when he had to hit Knock on Wood. And he was in the folk clubs and things. And so we got together, and then 2 weeks later we were on stage, and then he said, well, now I see you have a really nice bass. I played bass 18 years. I'll show you how to play it right. I said, great. So it was, baptism by fire. They call that in the tradition, on the job training. And so we started way up in the Redwoods in the little tiny towns where they hadn't seen a live band since they moved away from San Francisco in the 70s after the Summer of Love. And that was so nice to us up there in the Redwoods and everything. So we worked up there, and then we gradually got better and better. And then 2 years in San Francisco, 2 years in LA, 5 nights a week, 4 nights a week touring, 12 years on the road. And we decided to come back here, and we got here and it was so beautiful and green and mellow, and after living, in LA for 2 years. And so we said, well, he said, maybe if we tear the walls out of the house, Selby, and build a couple of bathrooms and a bar and a stage, we won't have to drive all the time. People will drive to see us. So we said, great. I said, great, let's try it. It was the biggest mess you ever saw, sheetrock coming down. Took a month, and then pretty soon, in 30 days, we had a bar, and we opened on the same weekend where the festival is, which was Labor Day weekend, and had a wonderful weekend. And then we shortly after that found out we were after hours. And then that was in 88. And in 91, we decided that if we gave everyone that we knew all over the United States that loved this music, musicians and fans, that maybe if we had a festival, they would all be here the same weekend and get to know each other and hear each other play. And also we knew bands in Tulsa that were not getting hired. They were hiring out-of-state bands for the blues festivals. Jerry wasn't getting a job. And we knew that if they got some dignity and respect as headliners, maybe they would break into their own market in Tulsa. And so we started the festival. He made this place twice as big. We finished it 2 weeks before the first festival. It was so big, 75 feet by 75 feet wide open, I didn't know if we'd have to fill it. Here we are in the middle of the country. And he finished it 2 weeks before the festival, and we had Little Johnny Taylor on a Sunday afternoon, and people in Renniesville saying, Little Johnny Taylor can't find Renniesville. And we said, we think for $1,000 he can. And sure enough, he came over from Arkansas. His hit was Got to Find Me a Part-Time Love. And we had 750 people here the first Sunday that we did this. And it was like, okay. So he tore the walls. No, we'd already fixed the house up, but he said, then he put the fence around the place, turned in the farm pond, and built the main stage. And when he built the main stage on telephone poles that he cut off, I thought, like 12 telephone poles under that stage, I thought, this guy's expecting his festival to last quite a while. And sure enough, here we are, 33 years. We're on number 33. And I'm just trying to keep the thing alive, and it employs a lot of people. And it's a great community of people that love this music and support it. And it's like a big reunion. And I think it does actually help the music life.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've been here 3 years. I heard about the festival the first time COVID broke out.
Right.
And so I had to just come down to the festival. I moved here right after the festival. So I moved here. And then
Okay.
COVID happened. And then life happened. I was never really next life happened, instances in my life. But then I pulled in last year.
That's the first one you ever got to. Oh, so that was good. That was good.
I've been addicted ever since. It's one of the most terrifying moments of my life, is playing in front of that many people. Yeah.
But you've been playing a long time. Tell us about where you started and things.
My Uncle Tom, my mom's brother, Tom Blackburn, he's an amazing guitar player, amazing musician on the night. And he's a family guitar. A family musician. There's a lot of artists in our family as well. he was the musician, and he was my mom's younger brother. You know, I think it's like 15 years of difference between our age. But you know, as a kid, you know, I'm looking at this guy. Wow, this guy's amazing. He kind of really liked my music, with, you know, guitars all over the place and stuff. And
Cool.
that's what I want. I want to do that someday. And I didn't really get serious about it like I should have. You know, back to the universe. I always stopped in the music store if I was traveling through town for a couple of years. I didn't have a guitar. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to pick up a guitar and just noodle around on
Right.
it for a couple
Sure.
of days, a couple
Right.
hours, you know. So they kicked me out for the week. And then I finally met some people that were willing to put up with me and teach me and stuff as I was maturing into being a responsible adult. And,
Where was that?
Texas.
Texas.
So I met my good buddy Jonathan Weinbaum, who's a professor at Selby, and he kind of introduced me to blues via Hendrix.
Oh, okay.
This guy plays Hendrix like Hendrix plays Hendrix. He's a phenomenal guitar player. He bought me my Strat Fender over there.
Cool.
John, if you're watching this, man, hey, how you doing, brother? He's an amazing musician and a professor, and teaches biology at the community. And he was an amazing guitar player. I had a 12 string that I organized,
Uh-huh.
and I was trying to Spanish in front of the mall, so I'm sitting outside of the mall and hanging out and
Right.
trying to pretend like I know
Bus.
what I'm doing.
Yes.
Yeah, it was horrible. People laughing and pointing at me, and he comes out and he's wearing a Jimi Hendrix t-shirt. I'm like, hey, that's a cool shirt. Hope you just throw a buck at me. He said, that's a pretty cool guitar. And we got to talking, and we became pretty good friends.
Great.
And we're still good friends.
And his name is what?
Jonathan Weinbaum.
Weinbaum. Okay.
He's up in Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
An amazing guitar player. So he had the patience to put up with me and teach me how to play 1/4 and really get me into feeling the groove and teaching me a little bit more and more about music.
Great.
And so I owed a lot of my guitar playing to him at the time. And I was thinking, I'm getting all right at this when I moved to Colorado and I met my good buddy Mike Stone. And he's a walking jukebox. He's one of these guys, you name a song, he's going to start playing. It's got to get.
Good memory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great memory, great guitar player. And I started playing bass. Him and I started playing together. And it was classic rock, deep classic rock, B-sides and things of that nature. And so I started playing bass.
Right.
So I started playing that's a rocking jukebox. So they knew that guitar.
So that's a good experience to play bass, though.
I learned more playing bass about music than I ever did. Maybe a better musician as well.
Absolutely.
What made you decide to play bass? Did you play bass?
Well, I wanted to be in a band. I was playing folk blues, acoustic blues, finger picking. I could play slide guitar. And I wanted to be in a real band, not be a folkie. And I bought a 335. Oh, this beautiful guitar. And I was supposed to be the lead player in the band. And I found out very shortly that I was not. And it lasted a year, and I played a lot of rhythm guitar. But lead has eluded me. I'm finally getting on my feet with lead. But then I went and saw James Cotton come in from Chicago to Berkeley, and we went 4 nights in a row. And the bass player in that band was so in the groove, in the pocket, nothing fancy, taking care of business. And I realized one note at a time that was my calling, that I could probably sing and do that. And so I got a pawn shop bass for $50 and then learned a couple songs. And then my friend had a bass for sale, Peggy Mitchell and B.B. Gross. And it was a beautiful bass. And I got it for $500. It's a pre-CBS Fender. And so then I still knew 2 songs. And then I got with DC and he said, I'll show you how to play it right. I need a bass player. And I said, great. And so we used to switch. I'd play guitar on my songs and do the first three songs, and he'd play bass. So I knew what it was supposed to sound like. And we'd switch instruments halfway through the set. And then I would try to play bass, and he would do his songs that he sang. And that lasted for several months. And that was a great way to learn, to hear it and then try to do it. And so, yeah, but I love the bass. And I've been doing it a long time now, and I feel free on the bass. And I like being able to be in the middle of such amazing music over the years and help musicians know when the next chord is coming, walk up to it or walk down to it. They know it's going to change. Help everybody have fun playing together. That's why I like running a jam session so much, because you get to see people have fun with music and grow and make new connections. Maybe somebody they want to put in their band down the road, a drummer they want to hire or something like that. And so this jam session I've been doing 12 years has been a great experience for me. And keeps keeps my chops up. So I'm ready when I get hired. So did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I like about the jam sessions, I've been in jam sessions all over the country, and
I have to.
everyone's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Sometimes they got rules, sometimes they don't, sometimes they need some. And usually it's a tight group of musicians that all hang out in that bar for these jam sessions.
Right, the core group.
Yeah, you see the core group in every one of them, and some of those are pretty good, and and you see people just passing
Right.
a lot of the time. But I noticed with the core group, they could pretty much go out and jam with them.
Right.
These guys could go to open jam. Some of these guys would run other open jams.
And maybe do gigs together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of that here.
It's very important for networking. I'll tell you, when we were developing our circuit, which we built our own circuit as we went over a period of 12 years, we would go to a thriving scene and we would play every jam session in town. And by the time we had done that, we'd met the right drummer. The musicians, some of them had told us where we could probably get gigs. We knew who to bring with us because we'd heard a good lead player that liked what we were doing. We'd get a couple of gigs. Then just before we'd leave town after 2 or 3 months, we'd play the best gig in town, and then we'd go to the next town and start over. And then the next year, we wouldn't stay in that town so long. We'd just call up the drummer and he'd say, yeah, I want to play with you. I'm looking forward to it. However, Fred's closed. You got to call the Mint. And this is the number. And we'd call and get the gig. And then we would play. It'd be like a reunion. He'd bring all his friends to the gig, even though we didn't know anybody in town, really. And then we would work 2 or 3 bars there and then go on to the next town. And that jam sessions were I was just thinking about that. It was through the jam sessions that we had all the networking opportunities to do that, to find jobs in new areas.
Oh.
Yeah. You read the trades and you'd go check the places out. But if you could get up and do 2 songs, you'd probably get hired just because you were from somewhere far away and you were okay.
Right. They see that as something they haven't heard before.
Right. Right. And so jam sessions are very, it's one of the few places where musicians lay down their competitive edge a lot of times, not always, but they're able to lay it down enough and let the music be first and become music friends. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of jamming, every Sunday here is a great jam.
I love this game.
And this is my favorite jam to come to.
Great.
Been to a couple around Oklahoma. This by far has the best attitude musicians, I guess. Is that what
Yeah, sure. Sure.
They everybody comes in here and leave everything at the door. Everybody comes in here to play music.
Right. I like everybody to leave happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And pretty much they do. They all get to play. They get 2 solos each time around.
Oh, yeah.
You know, try to play material you know they're ready to have fun with. And it's helped a lot of people grow. And that's been, I'm a teacher, so it's, you know, it's very functional, the jam for that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's so you do teach, you got more classes on next year.
I don't know. Not usually in the summer. I do the festival. I may be at the Muskogee Library on Thursdays for a couple hours starting in May, but I'm not confirmed on that. But I just did teach through the winter at Shakota and the Follow libraries. It's free. I get paid. And one of those libraries has 8 guitars that the mom can take out like a book. And if the kid wants to learn to play, she'll know for free if they're going to practice, you know, because they can borrow the guitar from the library and come in. And I used to be very complicated, but I realized this is too hard, that they can all do this. So we do rock around the clock with one finger, you know, one finger the second week. And they can't do that at the house.
Right.
So they come back. So that's really good.
I like the fact that they have you can check out a guitar at the library. Like, can you check out a bass?
I'm going to have to go ask them if they're going to
I
get a
wonder if
bass.
they could have some electronic drums that way.
Yeah.
Kids could practice that way.
Well, some libraries maybe, but this one has 8 guitars.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And if I teach in Muskogee, the Muskogee lady's going to borrow the guitars from Shakota so they can take them out directly from the Muskogee Library, because you know they have a library lending thing. They share books and things like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so that would be great. I guess you didn't know they could get the guitar too. Yeah, well, I've been doing it for 20 years, so.
Wow. Somebody told me there was a library here in Oklahoma. I think don't quote me on this, I could be wrong. I think Texas Tech has an actual recording studio and their music program.
Great.
As well. There's where I'm from.
Oh, I know someplace that does.
Yeah.
That teaches recording engineering. They have 3 full studios. And if you take recording engineering, you can bring your group in from the ground up and do a project for free in one of those 3 studios. And that's that rock and roll college over there in Bricktown that's associated with UCO. It's called ACM at UCO. It's in Bricktown, right by the canal. And the genius behind that is the man that made the Flaming Lips world famous. And that's a band that makes good money. They play South by Southwest and every place elsewhere. And he's not teaching flute and oboe and cello and French horn. He's teaching band management, booking, recording engineering, songwriting, and they practice as groups, as bands in there. It looks like a music store in there. And that's Scott Booker is his name. At ACM at UCO, people do not know the resource that's available because that is the most unusual music college that I know. It's not just what they learned and then they never were professional. These are people that know the rock world. They teach social media and everything else. Yeah.
I gotta look into that.
Oh, you'll love it. They give tours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call them up. They'll take you through the whole place. Yeah, it's great. That's good.
Well, I tell you what, how about we get up and play some music?
Great.
I'm sure people watching would like to see us play some music. I've got Bronco here, and I'd like to give a shout out to Miss Josie Smith, my future wife, my fiance.
And you're in
Thank you
here.
for pushing buttons. Thank
Great.
you, Selby, for letting me interview on this.
Absolutely. It's our pleasure. And I hope we do a lot of podcasts. This is number 1. Stick with us. He has a lot of great ideas. So does Josie, to bring people in and bring you some music that you won't even have to drive to see.
Absolutely. We're close, convenient, and local. Let us bring in Mr. Bronco Carr.
The Oklahoma Blues Hall of Fame.
Let's get funky with it, brother.
Absolutely. So, are we still on camera?
We are.
Oh, dude, this is awesome.
Are these tables in the way and chair? Can we still see the?
We see everything.
So, shuffle and hang.
Shuffle away.
I'm going to do a song about the road that helped build the western part of the United States. I was lucky enough to, when I left Providence and headed to California, this road was still in one piece, and I came, the longest stretch of it is in Oklahoma. So we know all that. That's Route 66. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I said if you should ever plan to mow the west, just take my way. That's the highway, that's the best. Forget your kicks out on Route 66. There's ones from Chicago to LA. Talking about 2,000 miles, baby, all the way. So get your kicks on out of Route 66. We're going through St. Louis, down through Missouri, and Oklahoma City looks so pretty. The sea and a river down to Mexico. That fast down Arizona, talking about Winona, Raymond, Boston, San Bernardino with you. Ready to this kind of tip. Yeah, go take sweet California trip. Get your kicks out of Route 66. You should have a plan to go to west. Just take my way, that's the highway, that's the best. Well, get kicks out on the route, talking about out on route. Get your kick out of Route 66. Oh, yeah. Right, thank you. I want to get one little bit more. Let's don't let the devil ride. And I want to do stand by me before we get done too. Okay. Don't let the devil ride. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. James Peterson from Arkansas brought this song here at the festival back in the 90s. Came out of church, but he put a funky beat to it. Don't let him ride. Don't let him ride. No, no, no. Don't let him ride. Don't let him ride. No, no. You let that devil ride. He gonna wanna ride. Never come right down to your house, girl. Try to look around. Keep your door locked up tight. Don't let it get you down. Yeah, don't let it ride. Don't You let that devil ride. Just might wanna drive. You know what? Devil out on the highway, trying to flag you down. Keep your door locked up tight, don't let him slow you down. Don't let him run. Don't let him run. No, 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 no. Let that devil ride. Just might wanna drive. These negative paranoid thoughts racing around your brain. Don't let him do it, no, trying to get you insane. Don't let him ride, no, no. You let that devil ride. You know what? Don't wanna drive. I know you know that it's true. I said, no matter where you go, you're right there by your side, just like all state insurance. Hell is nationwide. Don't let him run. Don't let him run. You let that devil ride. He's gonna wanna drive. Right. You let that devil ride. I know you know it. He's gonna wanna drive. So it's true. Let that devil ride. Just might wanna drive. This is a song that I took to the schools a lot. We would get the kids in with the band, and invariably somebody in one of those classes of kids that was going to sing with the band with DC wanted to do a song about friendship, and that's what this is. Stand By Me. 1, 2, 3. The night has come and the day is gone. Who is the only light that I see? Don't be afraid, baby. I won't shed one tear. No, hey, just as long stand by me. The sky we look upon, tumble and fall, down and tumble right down to the sea. Stand by me. Don't be afraid, baby. I won't shed one tear. No, no, just as long stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me, baby. Just as long stand by me. want to introduce to you our drummer. This man's been around. I've been knowing him a long time. His uncle was in the band with DC back in the 70s, 60s, 50s, coming out of Oklahoma City. So this is Mr. Carr, Bronco Carr. Bronco dude, that's what we call him. Big Dave Carr was your uncle. And Dave Carr Jr. is down there in Dallas right now blowing that saxophone like it's going out of style. You look him up. You're going to love Dave Carr. He will be at the festival.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go.
He's the man who introduced me to this wonderful place.
This one here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We had a hardware store.
Yeah. Yeah.
One and two and three and sure I did. You want me to be baby. That's why I had to go. You see me wrote this one. You want me to be baby. That's why I had to go. Why treated me this way? Oh, I guess I'll never know. You know, I stopped up in Kansas City, baby. See what I could see. I stopped in Kansas City, baby. See what I could see. Pretty good looking man up there on person. Looking right at me. St. Louis wasn't too bad, baby. Had a pretty good time, yes I did. St. Louis wasn't too bad, baby. Had a real good time. I was missing you. I was losing my mind, losing my mind, losing my mind. Was a lot of fun. People treated me well. Was a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. People treated me well. Yeah, much to my surprise, I was missing you. Thought I'd lose my mind. One more time. You need to be baby. Anybody could be. I don't know why. You need to be baby. Had to get away. See what I could see. Take a little look around. Please, anybody could see. One more. All right. Mr. Minnie wrote that one. He wrote a lot of songs. You look on that link now. 65 tunes up there on YouTube. And he didn't write Mean Mistreated Blues. He wrote love songs. This next one he wrote is called Are You Having Any Fun? Yes. Great. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I haven't any fun. What are you getting out of living people? What you got just feels like giving and giving. Ain't gonna live forever. Boy, you know it, you're old and gray. Have yourself a little bit of fun. Since life decided to come your way, life decided, yeah. After the honey's in the comb, even those old bees, they go right out to play. I know, Lord, have mercy, got to find a little bit of hay. Ain't gonna be forever. So before you're old and gray, have yourself just a little bit of fun. Make happiness come your way. I haven't fun. Where are you getting any laughs now, people? I got any love, and I hope you do it, baby. Do it real fast. Other people know they do. And I know you can too. Have yourself a little bit of fun. Make happiness come your way. Have a little bit of fun. Ain't nothing wrong. Every day they come your way. See those children, their work is their play. Hear their laughter, raise the baby, hear it all through the day. Come your way. Come your way. Come your way. Thank you. Thank you. I love that song. Yeah, we're going to pick on Bill Withers for a minute. This one, everybody's sure that it's supposed to be miserable. You know, it might be wrong. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. My friends, you know what? You think it's their appointed duty. Oh yeah, they keep trying to tell me that I ought not let you just abuse me. Ever my answer? Oh, use me still. Well, I want to spread the news. If it feels as good getting used, baby, keep on using me, darling. Use me up. Use me up. You know my sister, little lady, flew into town to talk to me. And she told me, the girl said, I'll not let you just walk on me. I told the lady, well, my sister, let me tell you what I told the girl when I talked the street. I said, sister, you only knew which you were in my shoes. Keep on using me. Use me up. Depends on what you do. Ain't too bad to use me. Guess what? Honey, I'm using you. The things you do. Oh, you know what I mean. It's the early morning and the things you do. I know it's sometimes, baby. Sometimes might be true. You might abuse me. Get me in a crowd of high class people. You know you do. Kind of rude to me. Said my baby, baby. When you love me, I can't get enough. No. I'm sweating you. Feels this good getting you. Keep on using me, baby. Use me up. Use me up. I wanna spread the news. That if it feels this good getting you. Keep on using me, my dog. Use me up. Oh, baby. Not using me. No, depends on how you do it. Keep on using me. Sure, I'm using you. Do the things you do. There's the things you do. Things you do. I just want to shout out to Miss Josie over there, Miss Josie Smith, helping us out tonight here in Renningsville.
I'd like to give a shout out to Selby and Bronco Carr and Josie Smith for helping me make this possible. And we hopefully more shows to come soon. Please like and share and subscribe. I'll give an update later on this afternoon about our next show. And we will see y'all next Monday, guys.
And thank you, Omaha Coin, Mr. Coin. Okay.
Good job, Omaha. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good night,
Take care.
Josie.
Good night, y'all.
You did 56 minutes.
56.